Okay, some really big news in ocean conservation dropped yesterday, and it's another day in hell under the reign of the hellscape that is the Trump administration. So this executive order essentially fast tracks the deep sea mining industry both in US federal waters and international waters, going around the entire international infrastructure that is UNCLOS and the International Seabed Authority. Why is that so important? Now, don't get me wrong, we did see this coming, but it doesn't make it less absolutely horrific for ocean health, indigenous people of the sea and their culture with the deep sea, and, the economic risks of deep sea mining, because guess what? It's not even cost effective. This New York Times article is a gift article. I would highly recommend reading it. It has a great comprehensive overview of the issue, and I also have my deep sea mining lore playlist. What I want you to know is that the International Seabed Authority is working to set up a regulatory framework when they meet every 6 months in Jamaica, and that process is an international agreement rooted in science and data and economics. There's a cultural working group, and they haven't agreed to a set of rules. So by Trump taking this step, it's not just undermining those international and geopolitical relationships, it's also ignoring all of the work that they have been doing for years. And that's a geopolitical nightmare. Now, you may have heard other people say Trump executive orders are going to be challenged in the court of law. A lot of them are illegal. And that is true. For some of them, it'll get worked out in due process. But this one is under the pretense of an obscure 1980 law, and it is technically legal for him to start this. It's just geopolitically stupid to our international relations, an environmental catastrophe, and also blatant disregard for indigenous people and the economic, there's not even economic feasibility with deep sea mining. It's so expensive to do it. It's not even profitable. The Ocean Foundation has a really good report on that if you want to dive into it. Really quick, this is exactly what the executive order does. It basically directs different agencies of the government to establish a system and process for expediting permits and license to explore and start deep sea mining in federal and international waters. This is under fear of China, who, by the way, abides by the International Seabed Authority. And in the US, there was a very critical hearing going on Tuesday that would evaluate the potential of deep sea mining. And what we're asking people to do through our toolkit and social media campaign is to tag all of those representatives so that they can see that this is unwanted and a gross overreach of the government. You can repost the assets on your pages, you can tag them on the Future Swell pages and all of our partners that are reposting this and pushing virality, and it can all be found at kegoconservation.org/deep sea mining. The Future Swell Creator Coalition activated on this, and we would really appreciate it if you blast it out to the world so that we can defend the deep and our largest carbon sink and the cultural heritage of indigenous people of the sea. Thank you.